Hi everybody, it's Andy from Ice from Moshpit here with the vocalist, the main man from No Hot Ashes. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
No, it's not a problem. No, you guys have literally come off stage.
Yep.
About an hour ago, if that's.
An hour, yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
That's brilliant.
Loved every minute of it.
Yeah. It was the first gig we've played in 25 years, so it was definitely an experience.
Yeah. Now, bearing in mind it's your first gig in such a space of time, in the politest way.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration of getting back? Was it for this one-off show, or was it something that was in the pipeline for a while?
No, when I say this is our first gig in 25 years, there was a charity gig about 6 or 7 months ago in Belfast for a venue that has since closed, and two of our very close friends passed away. Right. So a lot of bands from that era were asked to get back together again and do a couple of songs. So we got together, did about 3 or 4 or 5 songs or whatever it was, unrehearsed or very little rehearsals, and went down to Storm and started writing stuff, and
the buzz came back.
Just came back, yeah.
Wonderful. Because it's one of those, isn't it? It's been away for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You must have been nervous, thinking, yeah, is this the right idea? Is this a good idea?
This is purely fun.
Yeah.
Completely and utterly. There's no stress, there's no pressure on us at all. All we need to do is write good songs, good material, and play good gigs, and enjoy it.
Good.
That's all we need to do. There's nothing else that we need to do.
Now, did you feel that before, many, many years ago, there was an issue that you couldn't enjoy yourselves? There was more pressures on you?
No, we've always been a fun band. Never had pressure on us, to be honest.
Because sometimes when you talk to bands, you talk to individuals, sometimes that gets to them, that there's the pressure or there's an expectation there. And it's nice to know that bands can actually get up there now and play for the pure enjoyment and the thrill of it.
There's no, as I say, no pressure at all. This is what we do for fun now. We've all got our jobs. We all are very professional people. Our drummer is one of the biggest music agents in the world. I've got my own profession. All the rest of the band do it. So this is purely recreational, but we're going to do the best we possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's as you've probably seen, the music industry changed a significant amount over time. And obviously this is what me and my wife do as a hobby, our love. We have day jobs. We come and do this for the pure love of it, and it's that enjoyment factor. I've always said that if I didn't like my day job, I wouldn't want to do it anymore. You have been lucky enough to be doing what I would have loved to have done.
Yeah, okay.
Because I am a musician. I do my own songwriting, but I just never had the balls, shall we say, to take that next step, because it is a difficult decision at times.
It is.
And obviously priorities change, as you said, in 25 years when you came back, priorities have changed, jobs,
children,
family, kids, everything.
Mortgage.
Yeah, bank manager with a noose around your neck, waiting.
Yeah.
It's one of these, but to see that you're back and actually enjoying it, obviously back to writing, has the songwriting process changed?
No, not at all. I mean, we always wrote songs instinctively, and it was just very freeform almost. We do work very, very heavily on harmonies, melodies, and I mean the songwriting is it's second nature to us now.
Now, did you find coming back the muscle memory was wonderful, knowing that when you come back to play the songs, knowing that you played them for so long instinctively that you could actually get up on stage and actually enjoy it more?
It's like putting on an old coat. You know what I mean?
Nice little.
It just
right.
Put it on. It felt right. Everything clicked into place.
So with the performance today, obviously we've not been fortunate enough to catch you guys because obviously you're doing the press as we do. There's not many in here, but we interview.
Yeah.
We do. Was it difficult choosing the songs for the set?
No. Well, what we decided to do was, I mean, we have a vast back catalogue. In fact, one of the songs that we didn't play tonight was a hit single in Ireland, and we've decided not to play it and we played three songs from our back catalogue, and all the rest of the songs were all new songs. We've decided that if we're going to do this, we're going to do it for the right reasons, sort of going forward almost, rather than a nostalgic sort of trip.
I was going to say, because if it's the enjoyment, it's one of those that what happens in the past has happened. Yeah. You can't change that. Whatever happened, right reasons, wrong reasons. Like you say, you want to move forward. You want to showcase the enjoyment, the love of the songwriting process again, and you've got a smile on your face every time. So it's a nice feeling. Now, for anyone that wants to reminisce, shall we say, would there be one song from your back catalogue that would epitomise?
Probably Summer Rain would probably be one of our most immediate and representative songs. But if we go back to the reminiscing, can I just point to something else out?
You certainly can.
I wrote a book about my experience. My autobiography. It's called Hollywood Star. Right. HOLYWOOD, as in Hollywood County Down. Yeah. And it's about my life in music.
Really?
And it's it charted in the Amazon charts, and it's a very thoroughly entertaining and funny account of my glorious failure in music.
Wonderful. Well, I like to know the reason I do these interviews, and some say it's because you want freedom. Some say it's whatever. I do, because I don't care necessarily about the music. I want to know the individuals and the life story and what made them do this. So I think I'm going to be getting that for my Kindle.
Do you have a Kindle?
I do.
It'll be sent to you tomorrow. Personalised copy. If you give me your details.
Oh, right. I will.
I think I have it. Actually, I have your details. I think on a.
You've probably got my email address.
I have. That'll be sorted out.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's great, because, like I said, I like to know where people have come from, to know where they want to go in the future. Yeah. And as I would like to call it, a failed musician,
like myself,
it's always interesting to see. And hear, because you hear like big stars, you've got like Nicky Sixx when he does his autobiography and everything, and you hear about the gruesome nature of how it was at the start, and it's all well and good when you know so much about someone.
Well, my book is the antithesis of the dirt, because that was all quite sleazy and uncomfortable possibly. Mine is totally humour driven and positive, totally positive, because as I say, I never made it in music. Maybe it's still not too late, but the thing about it is that the characters, the friends, the songs are there, and that's the positivity, and that's the thing. The other thing I would like to point out is that no one ashes, okay? Our next two gigs are supporting Foreigner in Belfast and Dublin. Then we do go out to Baltimore to play with Extreme. Okay. Then we play.
And you say you've been a failed musician. So.
Well, these are things that have come since the Reformation, and then we play Download, and then we play with Hard Rock Calling or whatever it's called with Aerosmith in London. So, we're getting these gigs because we have a certain amount of influence, but also because we're a good band.
Well, it's obvious to say that, because when you name bands that I love and have entertained me for years. I mean, Extreme for me is one of those that every time I pick my guitar up, I want to play. I want to play new, but it'll never happen.
Well, we're going to be out there with Nuno Betancourt and all these different people, and we'll be out there with a smile on our faces. There will be no, I mean, we're in many respects with this gig or this festival that has happened over the last week. We are probably a true AOR band. There's been a lot of bands that are, they're excellent bands, absolutely superb. But my idea of what AOR is, it would be the likes of Journey, Foreigner, FM, people like that. We're the antithesis of that. We are the embodiment of that. Whereas, some of the other bands are a bit heavier than us.
I mean, talking to bands over today, I think one problem there has been is people like, not listen to genre, but they like to move on. So AOR in its simplest, purest form was probably a concept that was there in the 80s. Yeah. And I think people want to, music transcends, it progresses. So everyone's a progressive band, whether you want to admit it or not, because they want to move forward. And people that are playing the blues side of the festival this weekend don't necessarily call themselves blues bands.
No.
But it just happens that there's an influence there.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those, like you say, because of your back catalogue and your history, you still embody everything that is on the simplest form of an AOR band.
Yeah.
Which is great to see.
Well, that's the natural way that we write. You know, it's the music we grew up loving. It's the music that I still enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Pat McManus was playing the blues stage. Pat's a good friend of mine, and he's probably one of the best guitar players in the world. You know, and he is a blues guitar player, folk guitar player. You know, if you want to hear a guitar player that totally encompasses the blues and that passion, Pat McManus is your man.
I say I've interviewed Pat a couple of times now, and he's so down to earth, such
Lovely.
an honest, genuine guy. It's a pleasure every time I get to catch up with him.
I've never known that man to say a nasty word about anybody.
Which is it's a true testament, because if you think nowadays, so many people are trying to stab you in the back, trying to get one up, and it's just kind of like, what's the point? Everyone's in it for the same reasons.
Absolutely.
If you can enjoy it and actually help someone else out. So with the songwriter, is there an album
Yes.
in the pipeline?
The album hopefully will be out by the end of the year. We're looking at probably 11 to 12 songs.
Right.
We've got 6 that are finished, and we've got 6 that we're working on, and all of them are strong enough probably to go onto the album.
Oh, so it's definitely in a very, very positive.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see, even though 25 years is a lifetime for some people, knowing that you've come back and things are going so well is great. And to see the smile on your face talking about it is even better.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
So it's wonderful to catch up and see you. And fingers crossed, later on this year when you've got an album, we'll try and have a catch up.
Absolutely.
And see how everything went with Extreme and Aerosmith. And
it'll be. Listen, there'll be a few more chapters to the end of the book.
I'm sure there will be. And I want to be there first hand and hear these stories, because it's like I say, it's just, for me, it's nice to see and talk to people with the humility that can look back with laughter of what's gone on, and still with a smile on the face look back and go, yeah, it happened, whatever. These things happen.
What a ball.
Thank you very much for that. It's been a pleasure.
Listen,